Let's talk wires. What wires do we need to DJ with the iPad? All right, so short answer is none. We can DJ with just our iPad, and we can DJ with everything we need with just the touchscreen from the iPad. But you might want to plug some stuff into your iPad eventually after you've been DJing with your iPad for a while. So let's talk wires. First of all, most important thing is your iPad has to be charged. If your iPad dies, your DJ set dies. So the most important thing is going to be to keep your iPad charged. Now, when you're DJing, you're going to have the screen on. The screen's going to be bright. You're going to be connected to Wi-Fi. You're going to be doing all this stuff that will drain your battery. So having the correct charger is one of the most important things, and that's why I'm starting there. So if you are using some of these gas station style chargers to charge your iPad while you're DJing, get rid of them, because the iPad can handle a lot of watts of power. So if you're charging your iPad with like a 5 or a 10 watt charger, you may be using almost as much, or you might be using more power than you're putting back in your iPad. So yeah, your iPad will last longer than if it wasn't plugged in at all, but eventually your iPad will run out of power, and it will cause anxiety, and it will ruin your whole DJ set because you're DJing on your iPad and now your iPad won't turn on. So what charger should you use? I would stick with one of these. These are Apple certified high watt fast chargers. So the one that comes in the box is this one is the 12 watt. I think that comes with the iPad, or it might be for the iPhone. This one will charge it enough, but I would highly recommend using something a little higher, like this 30 watt one. With this 30 watt charging block, and with a double-sided USB-C cable, like the one that comes with the MacBook or the one that comes with the iPad, will charge your iPad the fastest that it can be charged. So then one less thing to worry about when you're DJing, your iPad will always have power. So, all right, there we go. We got a fully charged iPad. Now, what are the other wires that we're going to need? All right, so here are two things. If you have an iPad, if you have a newer iPad, it is going to be a USB-C connection. So my iPad here is iPad Pro. The only thing you could plug into this iPad directly is a USB-C cable. So the first thing you're going to need after you got a good charger is you're going to need one of these adapters. So because the controllers and all the stuff that comes out of the box doesn't come with USB-C connections, so most of them come with regular USB. So having one of these reliable USB-C adapters, they make docks, they make iPad stands that have these adapters, but you're going to look for these three things when you choose your adapter. You're going to want at least 2 to 3 USB ports. So with DJ Pro AI and other DJ softwares that you're going to be using on your iPad, you could plug in multiple controllers at the same time. So why limit yourself to just one when you could get one of these adapters that have multiple? So now we could plug in a USB into the iPad. So let me just plug this in for now for the example. So when you pick one of these out, first thing is you want USB. Next thing is going to be charging. Like I said, you got to keep your iPad charged. And now some of these come with chargers, some of them don't. This one has no way to plug in a charger. So this was one of the first ones I got, and then I realized it was good, but I can't plug in a charger. The one that has a charger I'm using for my mic for this video, so I can't show you that. So make sure you got USB and make sure you got a charger. So now you could use your DJ controller and you could use your iPad plugged in with one of these. And now with the controller, like the new Mark DJ-to Touch, that controller is going to be powered from the power of your iPad. It doesn't get plugged into the wall or anything. So you want to make sure that your adapter is going to charge the iPad. And be careful, because some of them will charge the iPad, like I said, with the regular chargers, but it won't charge it enough. So make sure, test it out before you do gigs. Make sure that it's going to charge your iPad enough to keep it going. The next thing, which I would highly recommend, but is not a necessity, is having HDMI port. DJ Pro and other DJ softwares have a great video mixing visualizer section, and now in 2023 people have less attention spans, so if you could add some visual, either if you're doing music videos or a visualizer, it'll increase your set and you could charge more for your services. All right, so now our iPad is charging and we have an adapter to plug things in. A quick note, if you still have one of the iPads that have one of these connections, like the iPhone connection, make sure you get an Apple certified adapter that you could plug in USB and that you could still charge the iPad. But most people are going to be DJing with USB-C, so I'm not going to talk about that much. All right, so the next wire that we are going to need is going to be one of these. So this is to plug in the smaller controllers. This is what comes in the box of the new Mark DJ2Go Touch. So it's a smaller USB. I think it's a micro USB, and then it goes to a larger USB. So this side goes into here. The other side now, where is it? The other side now goes into our adapter. And there we go. Our controller is on. And you see the lights that are on? That is being powered by the iPad. So like I said, make sure that the iPad is being charged. So all you need is that wire plus your adapter and you're plugged in and you can start DJing with your controller immediately. All right. Let me just put this back. All right, another thing that you're going to need is going to be one of these HDMI cables. Make sure they're high quality so that your video quality is good, and make sure that they're long enough, because you might have to, if you're using a TV or a projector, you might have a bit of a distance. Now, these could go up in price. They could be pretty pricey if you get ones that are high quality and long, but they will last. So make sure you pick a high quality HDMI cable. It's the same cable that you use for your TV for playing video games or something like that. And what you do is you just plug it into your adapter and then plug the other end into the TV. You could also use this if you like to play games. You could play GTA and other games on the iPad on your TV. It's really cool. So there you go. And then with this adapter, we could have our controller plugged in and the HDMI plugged in, so we could be DJing with the controller and having a video output. So HDMI cables are definitely a good idea. Next, we are going to need audio cables. So you're going to want to connect your iPad into your speakers. That's what DJing is about, DJing with speakers. So yeah, you could DJ with Bluetooth. I made videos on that. But the technology right now, there's a bit of a latency and it makes DJing with Bluetooth speakers annoying. So you're going to need audio cables. Now, these are very important that you get high quality ones. These ones I think I got from iDJ Now or Guitar Center. And these are just black, high quality audio cables. So some controllers, such as the new Mark DJ2Go Touch, it's like a regular audio cable, like if you were plugging in your headphones into your phone or into your car or something. It plugs in like that, the other end goes into your speakers, and there you go. You're connected. Make sure these are long enough so that you could have your controller plugged into your speakers and still have your setup not be all cramped right on top of you. So definitely get yourself a good high quality audio cable. Stay away from these like the gas station ones. Yeah, it'll work, but it could hinder your quality, and audio quality is very important when you're DJing. All right, next is going to be sticking with the audio cables. I would recommend getting one of these. So these are RCA, pretty sure, I'm not good with the terms, but I'm just telling you guys how it is going to be these cables. They're usually like a red and a black or red and a white one, and then you're going to be using these for bigger DJ controllers, such as this medium-sized Reloop Buddy. So instead of just plugging in the regular audio cable like we did on the other controller, you're gonna have to plug the red one into the red, and then the white one or whatever color it is into there. And then now with this cable, it goes to that regular audio cable that I showed you before. But you could plug in, it has the red and the black, and then you could plug it into your speakers this way. A lot of speakers now are going to be just regular audio cable, so there you go. You have a high quality wire that could be plugged right in for your controller. And now again, make sure that they're high quality. You could get cheap little dinky ones like this, and they may work for a while, they may not, but it's very important to have good quality audio. And thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below if you have any questions or comments and what wires you use. Also, if you found value in this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I make a lot of videos about DJing with the iPad.